Broadcasting performance in digital media is a post-grad certificate. It is super quick, 8 months and you are done, and you learn so much, as many of you already know. Often what happens is students are looking for something else to continue their education following graduation from this post-grad certificate. And we like to keep as many students as possible at Conestoga. One of the programs that is available on campus that we feel is a really great fit for our students is social media marketing. Social media marketing is also a grad cert, so again, only 8 months, and it is in the School of Business. Sydney Pereira is the program coordinator for social media marketing in the School of Business and is joining us to talk more about this. Hi, Sydney. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Kyle. Thanks again for including me in this conversation.
Yeah, so social media marketing is one of the programs that is a great fit for students who are finishing my program, Broadcasting Performance in Digital Media, vice versa as well. In our program, students are learning how to shoot and edit really high quality content, create consistent content, perform on camera. That is the main focus. We do have a little bit of social media. In your program, the main focus is social media with a smaller focus on that video side of things. So I feel that someone who takes both programs is really a powerhouse when it comes to social media marketing. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. There's such a good alignment. There's such a good fit between our two programs and within a video within social media. As you know, in social media, there are many different um, platforms, many different ways that people communicate back. There's a two-way interaction. The use of video has grown dramatically through social media. And yeah, I think there is a great alignment there.
And it's also something that a lot of students are starting to be very aware of is that there's a lot of content creation, social media jobs. And what happens is when you are able to go into a job interview and you're up against someone who maybe just took a social media course where they don't have the creative component, meaning they don't know how to shoot and edit any video, they really stand out when they have those skills. So combining the broadcast performance, the digital media skills with social media can be very advantageous. Can you take us through some of the program outcomes of the social media marketing grad cert?
Absolutely. The program's structured into two terms, so 8 months in total. The first term's all around the fundamental components. It's how to develop a social strategy for business. Many of us are really used to working with social media from a personal standpoint, but there's a lot of diligence, a lot of depth, a lot of foundational elements that you need to have in place before developing a social strategy. There's a huge alignment with your overall marketing plan, your need to align and meet your business goals. And it's all those steps in order to get that point where we look to build, develop a social plan, understand our target audiences, what they're looking for, look to shape and curate our content to meet that target's needs. So there's a lot of skills involved with bringing your content or curating that content to align. In our first term, included with the fundamentals, we introduce you to a lot of the tools commonly used in industry, like Hootsuite, to help you manage multiple different platforms, help you schedule your content, for example, and different tools to even curate and build out that content, like Canva or WordPress or even MailChimp. With that, and then we moved and developed all those core fundamental skills into our level two part of our program, which is channel management, where we go in depth into each one of the different channels, understand the mechanisms in terms of how to use and leverage uh, owned, earned, and paid media, how to optimize your paid process to actually meet and achieve your goals. We look to develop content calendars to plan your content as it relates to your strategy. We work through things like setting up dashboards to evaluate performance of your social media and allowing you to develop your strategies in order to better meet those goals. So lots of different elements behind it, Kyle. More specifically, fundamental pieces on the first part, and in the second, we actually go into many of the new social media platforms and understand how best to leverage each of those platforms. There's also one course that I'm super excited about, and that's an emerging platforms course that we actually teach you the skills to allow you to get a good grasp on newer emerging technologies that are out there and how to use and leverage those into your plans. For example, things like Chat GPT is coming out soon, so we'll be teaching you those foundational skills to sort of really look at, evaluate, measure, and see if it's a good fit. Many of those new technologies coming out.
That's great. And, we are nothing unless there are jobs available for these students. And one of the reasons why broadcast performance and digital media and social media marketing are relatively newer programs within the college is because there is a need out there. And all anyone needs to do is go on Workopolis or Indeed and start looking up jobs with the words content creator or social media in them. And I would really call this an area where there is a demand. Would you agree?
Absolutely. In fact, it's the new wave. Quite honestly, if you look at recent statistics, there's over 4.5 billion people on social media, and this is of 2023. Different people like Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift have now more Instagram followers than the entire population of Australia or Brazil or Russia. If the total number of followers that Cristiano Ronaldo, a soccer star, has would be a country, he would be the third largest country in the world, only behind China and India. The reality is this rapid growth in social media has made it clear that these communication platforms should be part of any brand's primary marketing channel. You go to LinkedIn, you do a quick search. If you look at a lot of the jobs out there, social is becoming a big piece of marketing strategies. It's actually taken over as one of the largest components of many organizations' marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Two stats that really strike out to me is the fact that I just read the other day that 93% of marketers now use social media as part of their overall business outreach.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at ROI, in truth, the ROI for social media is that your business will actually still exist in 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. I mean, that is where it's at. So let's give people some contact information here. So we have the broadcasting, performance, and digital media students who I know will be looking into this as they look to other programs, if that is something they are interested in. We have lots of great grad certs available at Conestoga, social media marketing being one of them. If someone has an interest in the program that you are the coordinator of, how can they reach you, Sydney?
So two ways. One, send me a direct email. My email address is sperera, and that's Pereira, P as in Peter, EREIRA1 at conestogac.on.ca. Or the other way is just email businessschool at conestogac.on.ca. And as long as you mention social media marketing, those emails will come my way as well.
All right, awesome. Sydney, thanks so much. I look forward to getting some of your students in our program and having some of ours head over to you.
Awesome. No, thanks so much, Kyle. I totally agree that there's a great match here. I look forward to having your students join my program as well, and vice versa. I think we have
Wonderful.
some excellent students coming out that will truly benefit from your program.
Fantastic. Thanks, Sydney.